It's time now for Rounding the Bases with Dino and Barks, powered by Gino's Napa Auto Pro on 1460 CJOY. Gee, if I could make a career out of this PA announcing, you guys would hire me for every game.
Absolutely. Still undefeated. Let's keep it rolling. We got to get you out a little more often, or you did a great job.
Now, of course, you said to me off the record, but we'll say it on the record, it was a win against Hamilton, but it was an ugly win.
It was. I mean, all wins are beautiful. When you look at the standings, that was a game that we left 18 guys on base. We got out of hand a little bit early. We like playing a little shorter time frame, but again, we'll take the win, and we continue to play well.
When the clock was ticking close to midnight, I couldn't believe it because I've been here since 6:30 and I only had a hot dog for dinner. And there's nothing open in Guelph at midnight. But you had the bats going.
We certainly did. 24 hits, played really well, and hopefully we keep this thing rolling. I mean, in the last 12 games, we've only lost 2, so this is the right time to be gelling as we move into August soon and towards the playoffs.
And even Hamilton had a guy who hit for the cycle, which for me, it's only the second time in my whole career I've seen someone hit for the cycle. The first was in the major leagues, but it was for them, for a loss, it was a positive for them.
No, certainly, and I felt great for the kid. Obviously, you don't want it done to you, but that's the second time Hamilton's had a guy hit for the cycle this year. It's such a rare feat, and he did a great job. He hit the ball hard in the opposite field and had the home run, triple, and double right away, and needed the single.
And he got hit by the umpire. He told the umpire, no, it hit in the back. Like, he was pleading with him not to send him to first base, and then he got the base hit. I couldn't believe that.
Yeah, I was happy the umpire did that. I think the umpire knew that he got hit. It gave him an opportunity. It's very rare, and he's a young kid, and good for him.
Heck, I thought I was going to get bounced because he looked up at me after I made an announcement and the guy was already at the plate. And I said, I've seen PA guys get kicked out before, but I didn't want to do it to you.
No, well, you know what? It was one of those games where I think the umpire wanted to get out of there early as well. I mean, it was just dragged on, and I think the result was never going to be in doubt after the second inning. It was just a matter of getting through that game.
Well, you were giving out more stop signs on third base than the Guelph Police Service.
That's a great point. At that point, you don't want to get anybody hurt, and you don't want to run the score up. And I thought it was the right thing to do. And again, that's one of the reasons we had 18 guys left on base, because we held up a lot of guys. But we did a great job. We scored 18 runs.
So looking ahead, a couple of key games this weekend.
Absolutely. Welland in first place, 3 games ahead of us in the standings. Here's our opportunity to close the gap a little bit. We have a couple games with them left. We still want to get our goal still is to win a championship in the playoffs. But to win the pennant would be great for our fans and our ownership group. And, this is our opportunity to get back in the running. We're only a game out of second place. And we also, against Toronto, they're right behind us. So we want to distance ourselves on Sunday as well with a good game against them.
And Christie Pitts is not an easy place to win a ball game. You've known that for years.
Well, we got walked off twice. We lost in extra innings, lost at the bottom of the ninth. Again, we were short a lot of players, but Toronto's done a great job. They filled up their roster. They're a good team. They're scrappy. They've added a couple arms, so they're going to be a tough out on Sunday. We got to play great baseball this weekend against 2 really good teams.
And it was funny seeing Claudio out in the outfield instead of on the mound on Thursday night.
Well, Claudio, I keep saying it, is not only the best pitcher in the league, he's the best player in the league. He's hitting .545.
Not a bad average.
Not a bad average. He's one of the fastest runners in the league. But and he throws the ball 95, 96 miles an hour and leads the league in strikeouts by over 60. So, I mean, it's incredible what he's doing. And this is something that I don't think anybody's ever seen before in this league.
Now, on your team, has anybody really super impressed you? Like Darius Barless, someone like that? You thought he was a good player, but he's really come through for you?
Ethan Hammond is the first guy to stand, to pop into my mind. Ethan is hitting .350. He's had great at-bats. I don't think he's had a bad at-bat all year. He's just a guy who competes. I coached him at a younger age. One of my favorite players. He's done a great job. Malik Collymore, Connor Morrow has been outstanding. Malik Collymore is so hot right now. He could be the hottest hitter in the league. Done a great job in the cleanup spot. J.D. Williams, another guy who's hit the ball hard. But I think the thing for us, Sparks, is that everybody's contributed. I think everybody got a hit the other day. Everybody scored a run the other day. We used the bench. Ashton Patterson, one of our junior players, came up and he had a couple of great at-bats. He plays good defense. and that's what I wanted to build here with the guys that we selected. Because, like I keep saying, John Wooden's quote: "Individuals win games and teams win championships, and we need contributions from everybody."
Now, what's with the blue bat for some of the guys coming up to the plate? Is it they share it, or do they have special models made?
There's a few that are special models made, but a lot of guys share it. It's a comfort thing, and our guys are so close. They'll share the bats if a guy feels comfortable with it. They'll give it to let the other guy use it, and so yeah, it's working.
I thought Hamilton was going to run out of bats because your pitchers were sawing them off about 4 times.
Well, the great thing about Andrew Case and the pickup that we had with him is he's got such a great cutter. So against left-handed hitters, that ball starts in the middle of the plate and ends up on your hands and it gets through. It was an expensive game for Hamilton. There's no question about the bats.
Despite the gas prices up Highway 6, right?
That's right, exactly.
Well, have a good weekend. We'll talk next week.
Big weekend. We want to hear our fans get loud this weekend. We got the best fans in the city, in the league. So come on out and help us through this weekend.
And we're muted. We're good. Right? Nope. And we're back at Hastings Stadium. Time for the starting lineups for the visiting Welland Jackfish. Leading off the center fielder, number 11, Gianfranco Morello. Batting second in right field, number 1, Justin Gideon. Batting third, the left fielder, number 13, Brandon Nicholson. Sam Cocker's doing the catching and batting fourth. James Smybert doing the shortstop at batting fifth. Mattingly Romanin, the former Royal, playing third base. And batting sixth is Arlie Cena, the designated hitter tonight. Hogan Brown is playing first base and batting eighth. Tyler Dupuis is batting ninth and playing second base. And Wyatt Hummel is on the mound for the Jackfish. And he'll be facing J.D. Williams, who'll be leading off for the Guelph Royals. Ethan Hammond is batting second in the left field. Sean Riley is DHing and batting third. Malik Collymore batting fourth. At third base, Josh Garten makes his return back to the Guelph Royals lineup. He is in right field, been batting fifth. Justin Terrasano declared himself good to go as well this evening, and he'll be playing first base. Kyle Cush is batting seventh at second base. Brandon Keys is batting eighth and doing the catching, and Brandon LaRue is playing shortstop and batting ninth. Claudio Custodio on the mound for the Royals this evening as he looks to get his seventh win of the season against the very hot Jackfish, who came into the action winners of their last 8 in a row here. Of course, the Royals no slouches in their own department, winning the last 4 and 10 of their last 12 here. So it should be a great contest on your Saturday night. Thank you so much for being here, wherever you're watching.
If you're feeling hungry, go down to the concession stand, get the best hot dog as voted on by the fans of the IBL. There's a beer garden also open down the third baseline. So go down there, grab some stuff. There's some swag too, t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts. Go down and take a look, grab something.
Another game time temperature of 29 degrees Celsius again, so we'll see how it cools down a little bit, and hopefully the bats for the Royals can stay hot like they have been all week. Custodio leads the league in strikeouts. 132 so far and counting in the IBL. Well on his way. If everything goes well, he might surpass the 200 mark here. We'll have to see, though. The Royals are solidly in third place by that time. Who knows? He might take a game or two off here to rest up for playoffs. Worst thing you want to do is go in with a dead arm come playoff time.
Top of the first here at Hastings. Leading off for Welland, the center fielder, number 11, Gio Morello.
Gianfranco Morello will lead things off. He's batting .327 this season. He's been the offensive spark plug for the Welland Jackfish on many, many occasions. For the Royals fans, you hope he has a cold night. Plate umpire gives the signal and says play ball, and we're underway. First pitch misses low for a ball, and first pitch is 7:35 tonight. As Merrill gets that one off there and inside on him, and trots down to first.
Right fielder, number 1, Justin Gideon.
Justin Gideon now the batter. Gideon, of course, the former Hamilton Cardinal, was released by the Cardinals last weekend and made his debut for the Jackfish earlier this week. Esmeralda is getting some attention down the first baseline a little bit, making sure he's still good to go here. Justin Terrasano and Josh Garten back in the Royals lineup after some lengthy absences due to injury on both accounts. But great to have both men back in the lineup here as the Royals are getting closer and closer. Oh, it looks like he's done. Maybe got a little winded here. Somewhere on the leg got him, or kneecap or something. But he's definitely saying he's not feeling the greatest here. Still waiting to see if he's going to make this one out. His manager, Brian Esri, is trying to convince him to stay in the game here. It looks like he's done his part here. Merrill looks like he's going to stay in anyways, at least for the half inning. This Custodio will take a couple more warm-up pitches as the delay has thrown him off his routine here. Gideon will come to the bat here with nobody away and one on. Gideon pops the first one he sees, and it goes foul. Custodio gets Gideon to jump on that second pitch, and that one's going to roll foul as well. And it counts quickly 0-2 to Justin Gideon. Gideon, no stranger to this ballpark. He loves hitting in this ballpark. He's also a participant in the home run derby a couple years back. No play there for LaRue, and Gideon will be aboard with an infield single. Jackfish have got two on and nobody away here in the first.
Left fielder number 13, Brandon Nicholson.
They'll bring up Brandon Nicholson, the left fielder now. As the Jackfish load their top of their order with lots of speed on the base pass. Nicholson batting .322 on the season. First pitch is in there for a strike. And Custodio back to normal business here. Likes to get ahead and stay ahead. Terrasano in at third. Corners are in here to take away the potential bunt opportunity here as Nicholson fouls that one away. And off the camera it goes. Gives it a little shake. And the count is quickly 0-2. This one's fouled away. No Scotty Frazier this evening. Apologies if you're hearing the fan in the corner here. And that one's fouled away. Nicholson remains at 0-2. Nicholson fouls another one off. 5 pitches in, just 2 strikes to show for it on the scoreboard. Nicholson gives one a ride to left field. Looks like it's hooking, but it's going to stay fair, and that's going to clear the fence. Nicholson with the 3-run blast, and the Jackfish lead early here, 3-0. Brandon Nicholson takes the 0-2 pitch from Custodio deep, And the Jackfish are out to an early 3-0 lead here in the first inning.
The catcher, number 16, Sam Cocker.
Cocker, the batter now. Batting .386 on the season. The IBL player of the month for the month of June. As he swings his misses. And the count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and Custodio gets the out, and that's the first out of the inning.
The shortstop, number 23, James Smybert.
James Smybert now the batter. Smybert takes a swing and misses the first offering from Custodio. Count is 0-1. That one's fouled away. Counts quickly 0-2. Smybert came into action this evening batting .379. There's a ball outside. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 away. Swing and a miss. Keys up with it. He'll step and throw to Terraceno at first. And there's 2 away. K2-3 goes your put out. And Madeline Romanin will come to the plate for the Jackfish.
Third baseman, number 8, Mattingly Romanin.
Romanin, the former Royal, former Toronto Blue Jay, Vancouver Canadian. Of course, Mattingly named after his father's favorite player, Don Mattingly, when he was growing up. His father used to work with the Blue Jays in the communications department, if I'm not mistaken. And quickly the count is 0-2 to Romanin. Romanin turns on that one but hits it foul. And the count remains 0-2. Romanin goes down on strikes. Custodio strikes out the side, but the Jackfish get 3 and lead 3-0 as we head to the break. Bottom of the first here at Hastings Stadium. The Jackfish jump out early with a 3-0 lead, courtesy of the 3-run home run by Brandon Nicholson. Wyatt Hummel on the mound for the Jackfish. 22 innings pitched, 11 earned runs, 16 walks, 31 strikeouts so far. The Edmonton, Alberta native
Bottom of the first here in Guelph.
will face the Royals. Top of the order, J.D. Williams will lead things off.
Royals, the center fielder, number 9, J.D. Williams.
Williams batting .344 on the season. Will step in here to face Hummel. There's a huge swing and a miss by Williams, and quickly the count is 0-1. Hummel with a .437 ERA. Gets a strike on the outside part of the plate, and it's quickly 0-2 here. Ball misses low. It's now 1-2. Williams hits that one foul to stay alive as it goes off the screen again. Bumps the camera slightly. It's now counts 1-2. Another great crowd on hand here at Hastings Stadium as Williams fouls that one off again. The Royals and Jackfish, thank you for watching also on YouTube. Ball misses low, and Williams runs the count to 2-2. The grandstand once again full. Both sidelines are pretty packed down there. Of course, the beer garden is full as well. As the count runs full to Williams here, as Hummel hasn't found the strike zone completely yet. Williams hits this one to center field. Right fielder actually going to call for this one. Makes the catch, and there's one away. Going to bring up Ethan Hammond for the Royals here with one away.
The left fielder, number 28, Ethan Hammond.
Hammond got his average up to .368 so far in the season. Been one of the better surprises in manager Dino Romel's lineup this year. Pretty much earned the starting job out in early May and never let go of it. Hammond hits the first pitch he sees, but it's going to go foul. The count is quickly 0-1. Of course, the Barrie Baycats beat up on the Kitchener Panthers this afternoon. Earlier in Intercounty action, the other game is London at Brantford this evening. As this one's hit to left field, and the catch is made by the left fielder, and there's two away here in the first. That'll bring up Sean Riley, the designated hitter.
The designated hitter, number 33, Sean Riley.
Riley, of course, Mr. Everything in the Intercounty, holder of many offensive records, home runs, hits, RBIs. Definitely is his swan song here, his final curtain call as he's making his farewell tour this year. Batting .344 on the year. I know the fans at Christie Pitts are eagerly expecting him tomorrow afternoon. Of course, the Bushmen on top of all that as well. Riley's played there a few times. Played there last season when the Royals were not operating. As that ball misses outside and it's quickly 2-0. Misses again, and it's now 3-0. Of course, Riley's son Aiden is also playing baseball, so the nights he misses the game, he's either working or he's busy coaching his son. There's a strike called on the outside part of the plate, and it's now 3 balls and a strike. As the Hastings faithful did not like that call, neither did Riley. And remember, there's only 3 guys in black getting paid to call balls and strikes here, or officiate the game too, so. That one misses this time inside, and Riley will take the walk on 5 pitches. They'll bring up Malik Collymore, who's riding a 10-game hitting streak, heading into action this evening.
Third baseman, number 35, Malik Collymore.
Collymore usually gets on in the first two at bats here and puts the hitting streak away for the evening and then goes to town. Last night, another 5-for-6 performance. It's got the average up to 381. I believe that's now 3rd in the league behind Robert Mullen. And if I'm not mistaken, Sam Cocker is just ahead of him as well. As Collymore takes a big swing at that one. Collymore lifts this one to left field. Left fielder is looking for it and will camp underneath it and makes the catch. And the Royals go away empty-handed here in the first inning and leave a runner aboard. We'll be back with the second inning after the break. Top of 2 at Hastings Stadium. The Welland Jackfish up on front of the Royals 3-0. I'm Neil Sriwastava. Thank you for joining us if you're just tuning in. Jackfish on the home run by Brandon Nicholson leading 3-zip as Zarley comes to plate here in the second inning. First pitch from Custodio's in there for a strike. It's not automatic that Custodio is going to throw you a first pitch strike, but, you know, it's usually about 90% of the night. So this one is fouled away here. And the count is 0-2. A lot lot of kids in here once again, which is always great to see. The fifth inning, of course, the end of the fifth inning, we run the bases. We'll let them run the bases, and usually about 200 kids make their way out to the diamond. As that pitch misses for a ball, and the count is 1-2. Jackfish lead the league in batting average. Royals sit in third. They also lead the league in earned run average. The Royals are fourth in that category. The Royals do lead the league in fielding percentage. Oops. That one's fouled away. The count is 2-2. This one's popped up in the field. Infield catcher is going to make the catch. Brandon Keys makes the catch, and there's one away. Fly ball out, and the Royals have got the first out of the inning.
First baseman number 24, Hogan Brown.
Hogan Brown, the batter now, the first baseman, batting .292 on the year. Probably one of the few Jackfish that's not batting over 300 right now in the starting lineup. Brown attempts the bunt here. Not a bad idea. Trying to catch somebody off balance. Collingmore even with the bag at third. Terrasano behind the bag at first. That's a strike called on the inside part of the plate. And the count is quickly 0-2 to Brown here. This one's hit to left field. Collingmore's got room, but he's going to run out of real estate. That one goes foul. And the count remains 0-2. Goes down on strikes. And there's two away. Custodio's fourth strikeout of the night. And Tyler Dupuis will be the batter now. Dupuis lays off the outside pitch, and Custodio falls behind the count at 1-0. The sun's thankfully gone behind the clouds here. This one's hit to left center field, and it's going to drop in. Williams gives this chase. As Dupuis on his horse, he's going to third here. A head full of steam. The slide, he's in there safely with a triple. And the Jackfish have got a runner in scoring position with two away here.
The center fielder, number 11, Gio Morello.
Back to the top of the Welland Jackfish order for Gianfranco Morello. And the Jackfish collected their second extra base hit of the night here. Morello swings and misses at the first offering from Custodio. Counts 0-1. Morello fouls this one off, and well, the count's now 0-2. The veteran Custodio in a little bit of trouble here in the second inning. We got a little bit roughed up in the first as well. Doesn't seem to be as sharp as he usually is, but mind you, that could be a long day in the sun too. As I said, the sun has gone behind the clouds here, so now things should slowly cool down a little bit as this one's fouled off Morello at the plate. And the ball is dead. And the count remains 0-2. Jackfish came into action 22-6 on the year. The Royals 19-9. Of course, the London Majors sandwiched between both these two teams in second place. Barrie and Toronto keep exchanging fourth and fifth place respectively. Kitchener seems to be locked into sixth. Hamilton's in seventh, and Brantford, of course, in eighth place. Well, those Brantford Red Sox are definitely a pesky bunch. That one's fouled off again. 0-2 pitch again to Morello is swung on. Keys makes the catch, or drops the ball, throws down to first, and that's the inning's over. Jackfish strand a runner at third. Will go empty-handed, but still lead this one 3-0 as we head to the break.
Leading off for Guelph in the bottom of the second, the right fielder, number 15, Josh Garton.
Josh Garton comes to the plate for the first time in over a month for the Guelph Royals. Garton was batting .320, 4 home runs on a very shortened campaign here. The important thing is he felt good enough to get the back a shot here and is back in the Royals lineup just when they need him. As the Jackfish have come in here and taken an early 3-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the second inning. First pitch to Garton misses outside for ball number 1. Back injuries are never fun and never easy to recover from either, so they take time. Ball misses high. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Of course, the Royals Missing a lot of their junior components here, as well as the Silver Creeks are in the Ontario Elimination Tournament. Of course, they've got a 3-0 record. They're playing this evening right now, actually, against Newmarket, if I'm not mistaken, as Garton has this swing and a miss here, and it's now 2 balls and a strike. The Royals the Silver Creeks beat the Cambridge Panthers this afternoon, 7-4. I believe if they win tonight, they do get the bye on into Sunday evening's game anyways. They're the only team that's still undefeated and hasn't had a bye. Garton goes down on strikes. He knew it as well. No argument there. And there's one away here in the second inning. Justin Interessano now the batter. He'll come to the plate, batting .306 on the season.
Justin Interessano.
Interessano left Canada Day's game against Kitchener on a horrific quad injury as he hit the base kind of wrong and took the brunt of it into his quad. But thankfully he's back in, got a full range of motion and declared himself ready for game time tonight. As manager Dino Romero had just handed off their lineup, they quickly took it back and changed it sufficiently here to include Interessano. First pitch to Interessano misses for a ball. As we're talking about in the last half inning, a lot of jockeying going around in the top 3 spots and 4 and 5, but the bottom 3 in the Intercounty seem to be pretty solidified, barring some major changes or major winning streaks by any of those teams. If the playoffs were to start today, the Jackfish would get the Brantford Red Sox, London would get the Hamilton Cardinals, and the Royals would get the Kitchener Panthers. The Barrie Baycats and Toronto Maple Leafs would meet in the first round as well. Interesting to see a Highway 7 series. At least it's a short commute for anybody. There's 3 balls and 1 strike now. Interessano hits that one foul. They make it a full count at 3-2. Two and two, actually, sir. Interessano looks at that strike as well. And Kyle Cush will bat here with 2 away.
The second baseman, number 5, Kyle Cush.
Cush has been struggling at the plate since returning from Canisius College, but hopefully he'll get it right in time for playoff time. Batting .213 on the season. Ball misses low for ball number 1. Cush, Keys, and LaRue due up. Should Cush continue this inning? There's 2 away here in the home half of the second. Line to the second baseman. He'll take a step to his left, make the throw in time, and Cush and the Royals retired. 3 up, 3 down. They go here in the second inning. The Jackfish lead this one 3-0 as we head to the break.
top of the second, leading off for Welland, the right fielder, number 1.
Top of the third inning here at Hastings Stadium. Justin Gideon stepping in. The former Hamilton Cardinal, now Welland Jackfish. Do not adjust your set. Gideon was released by the Cardinals last weekend and signed by the Jackfish. He joins his former teammate Chris Lazar as well. That's the first pitch from Custodio, misses for a ball. Pitch in there for a strike, and the count's even at 1-1. See, Gideon's stats have not merged together yet on point streak yet either, so in the database he's got no batting average. That ball misses in there for a ball. It's now 2 balls and a strike. Fouls it off, and the count is 2-2. Gideon singled in the first inning and scored on the 3-run blast by Brandon Nicholson. As the Jackfish jumped out early here, 3 batters in to 3-0. Final score in from Barrie. The Baycats defeated the Kitchener Panthers 15-1. Panthers, definitely a shorter-handed roster. A lot of their junior players, like the Royals, are in Windsor for the elimination tournament. That one misses in there, and the count runs full. Getting, of course, 1 for 1. Like I said, he had a single and scored a run in the first. Always seems to hit well here at Hastings Stadium. As he swings and misses. No catches to play, but he'll go down the first with the strikeout. K2-3 goes your putout. And there's one away here in the third as Custodio strikes out another.
Left fielder, number 13, Brandon Nicholson.
Brandon Nicholson now the batter, who out-dueled Custodio on an 0-2 count, 6 pitches into the at-bat. Finally got one, and he lifted it to left field for a home run. First pitch in there from Custodio's in there for a strike at the knees. Custodio's back to work here at 0-1. Slow roller up the middle. LaRue up with it, throws to first, bounces it over.
Yes, sir.
Makes the catch on the bounce. Terracena was able to hold on to that one. And there's 2 away. 6-3 goes to putout, as Brandon LaRue didn't get a lot on that ball.
The catcher, number 16, Sam Cocker.
Sam Cocker now the batter, who struck out swinging in the first inning. Cocker batting .386 heading into action tonight. Second in the IBL in average. Surprising to see a catcher lead the league in average, but it has happened in the past. Justin Mara, Damon Topley, Kyle DeGrace at one point.
That was right down the middle.
Count is 2-0 here to Cocker. This Custodio's pitch just missed. Cocker gets this one, but it's going to hook foul when our drone of kids take care of it down the line. Counts now 2 balls and a strike. Of course, we usually wear many hats here at the Royals game. Tonight we're doing the official score. We're also doing the play-by-play and running all the graphics as well as, like I said, Scotty Frazier. Unavailable this evening. Hope he is doing well wherever he is. Cocker hits this one to left field. Hammond's going to give this one chase. Camps underneath it, makes the catch, and the inning's over. Custodio gets a clean inning here in this third inning as the Royals will come to bat, trailing the Jackfish 3-0.
leading off for the Guelph Royals.
Back at Hastings Stadium, the Welland Jackfish leading the Guelph Royals 3-0 here in the bottom of the third inning. Brendan Keys will lead things off for the Royals. Keys got the average up to .219 on the season. So splitting the duties with Noah Roberts for the majority of the season. First pitch to Keys is in there for a strike as Keys swings through it. As Wyatt Hummel still on the mound here for the Jackfish. That one's in there again at the strike at the knees. And the count is quickly 0-2. That one misses inside. Keys gets out of the way of it. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. The sidelines are definitely full once again here of lawn chairs and children playing down the lines. It's a great sight to be seen at Hastings Stadium. As Keys goes down looking here, and Hummel's got himself another strikeout. They'll bring in Brando LaRue, who's been putting the miles on the car this weekend.
The shortstop, number 12, Brando LaRue.
LaRue, of course, was playing with the Silver Creeks even this afternoon. He left in the last inning of the Kitchener game, then raced back from Windsor to the Royal City in time for game time. Of course, our PA announcer, Mark Graham, and asked Brando how did you get here so fast? And Brando chimed in, well, my dad drove fast. Not sure how fast, but we'll just leave it at that. So if any members of the law enforcement listening in, please don't pursue that any further, as that one's taken for a strike. The count's even at 1-1. Leroux's got the average to 253. He's been hitting the ball hard of late everywhere. He's definitely gotten accustomed to the Intercounty here. That one's in there for a ball.
Oh, I know, eh?
Strike called here, and LaRue has now got a 2-2 count here.
When we do the Creeks games, it's only me and Michaela, so it's like, yeah.
Ball misses in there. It's now a full count at 3-2. LaRue hits this one up the middle, and the Royals have got their first hit of the night. A 1-out single for Brando LaRue here in the third inning.
Looks like you got your hands full,
The center fielder, number 9, J.D. Williams.
Back to the top of the Royals order here for J.D. Williams. Williams flew out to right field in the first inning. Williams batting .344 on the year. Takes the strike here. And Hummel gets ahead of the count again at 0-1. That one's fouled away. The count is now 0-2. Fouled away again. And Williams stays alive at 0-2. Ethan Hammond on deck as LaRue gets a bigger lead at first. Ball misses outside. It's now a ball and 2 strikes here to Williams. LaRue goes on the pitch. Williams fouls it off as a hit and run was on. And we'll do it again at 1-2. Williams 32 for 93 on the year, 2 home runs, 23 RBIs. Hits this one foul again. The count remains 1-2. Royals on the road tomorrow afternoon in Toronto at Christie Pitts. Weather permitting. They're expecting a big crowd there as Sean Riley's potential last trip to Christie Pitts this summer. And maybe in his career too, unless the Maple Leafs and Royals hook up in the second round of playoff. That one's in there for a ball. It's now 2-2. And the Royals on the road in Welland Thursday night. Some sort of pro wrestling thing going. That one's called inside there for strike 3. Much to the chagrin of Williams and the hometown faithful here. Williams walks away, but he has a few words with the plate umpire before he does that. And there's 2 away.
Left fielder number 28, Ethan Hammond.
Ethan Hammond now the batter. Flew out to left field on the second pitch he saw in the first inning. Came in batting .368 on the year. Having an absolutely great season for the Royals. Throw over, LaRue back in safely. Cocker thought about throwing it down there and then lost his helmet and threw it back to the pitcher instead. First pitch misses for a ball to Hammond. It's 1-0. I think they figured LaRue was going to go first pitch. Counts now, misses again. Ball and 2 here. Sean Riley on deck for the Royals. Should Hammond get aboard here? Riley walked in the first inning. Gets his out strikes call on the outside part of the plate. That's now 2 balls and a strike. Plate umpire giving him another call here. Hammond can't believe that one. Well, it looked like it was in the other batter's box. And the count is now 2-2. Hummel thought he got strike 3 there. And so did most of the Jackfish as they made their way off the field. But surprise, surprise, it's 3-2, and Hummel has to throw another pitch to Hammond. Ball misses inside, and Hamill will take down, stroll down to first base, and now there's runners in scoring position for Sean Riley. Riley up to 344 on the year.
The designated hitter, number 33, Sean Riley.
The Royals have definitely been patient at the plate with Hummel here, as he's now up to 53 pitches and just 2 2/3 of an inning. Interesting to see how long he goes in this bullpen if the Royals can keep this up. Cocker calls time and goes out to have a chat with Hummel here as to what they want to do here. Raleigh followed by Malik Cullymore, who's swinging probably the hottest stick in the Intercounty here. So maybe if the suggestion was to walk or pitch around Riley, it might not be a good idea here as Cullymore is coming to the plate right after him. Riley walked his first time up on 5 pitches. Ball misses inside, and it's 1-0. Riley swinging those special edition Sandbats the Sandbat Corporation made for him this year. They're all stamped with the Riley Farewell Tour on the handle. Or I guess on the meaty part of the bat anyways. As Riley hits this one, but it's going to go foul. Even the count at 1-1. The 45-year-old Sean Riley has been in this league almost as long as I have. Of course, he was drafted by the Minnesota Twins as a pitcher before injuring his arm and returning home to Hamilton, where he started a career with the Hamilton Cardinals. Stayed there for a few years before being lured away to the Guelph Royals. That one's inside, and it's now 2 balls and a strike. And then from there, Riley went to Barrie for a few years once the Royals ceased operations. And he returned to Guelph, went to Toronto, then Kitchener, then back to Guelph. And then last year played for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And now back to Guelph as they're back in operation for his final farewell tour. This one's hit foul, and the count is 2-2.
Everybody clap your hands.
The claps going once again here as they're trying to get Riley going. And the Royals in suit. Two-two pitch is on its way momentarily. This is outside, and it's a full count. Runners will be going on the pitch to the plate. Runners go. Riley hits this one foul to stay alive. We'll do it a full count again. As he's worked Hummel to 6 pitches now. Riley calls time and steps out of the box. Hummel was taking too long to go through the signs here with Cocker behind the plate. Riley doesn't like to wait. Three-two pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. Hummel gets the strikeout. Riley goes down on strikes. The Royals strand a pair of runners here in the third inning and trail the Jackfish 3-0 as we head to the break.
The shortstop, number 23, James Smybert.
James Smybert to lead things off here in the top of the fourth inning. The Jackfish leading the Royals 3-0. And a great night to be at the ballpark here at Hastings Stadium. First place Jackfish taking on your third place Royals. Smybert takes the strike here. Custodio ahead in the count again at 0-1. Ball misses outside, not getting the call. The Jackfish were getting in the top of the inning here. Counts 1-1. Smybert swings and misses at that offering. The count is now a ball and 2 strikes. Smybert struck out in the first inning. And he strikes out again looking here. As Custodio rings up another one. 7 strikeouts on the night for Claudio Custodio, and we're into the fourth inning.
Third baseman, number 8, Mattingly Romanen.
Mattingly Romanen will be the batter now. He struck out in the first as well. Custodio gave up hit by pitch to Morello. Gideon singled. Brandon Nicholson hit the 3-run home run in the first inning. And Custodio shut everybody else down, striking out Cocker, Smybert, and Romanen here as this one gets off the glove of Garton out there, but it's going to be a single anyways. And Mattingly and Romanen's the board here with one away.
Designated hitter, number 2, Zarly Cena.
Romanen hit the first pitch he saw, and Zarly Cena will be the batter now. He popped up to Brandon Keys behind the plate here in the second inning. Breaks the bat there, and Terrasano is going to get to this one. Bat ties the hero and advances the runner anyways, as Cena's out for out number 2. 3 unassisted goes to put out, and there's 2 away.
First baseman, number 24, Hogan Brown.
Hogan Brown now the batter, the first baseman. He struck out in the second inning on 4 pitches. He attempted the bunt his first time up. Brown runs well, like most of the Jackfish do. Lead the league with 144 stolen bases here. Definitely use their speed to their advantage on most nights. As Brown takes the first pitch strike. Fouls off the second offering for Custodio. Counts now 0-2. Well, they filled in the spots down to both lines now, and the lawn chairs are now 6 and 7 deep. On the first base side anyways, you can't see past a tree down on the left. There's a chopper that's going to get through. Past LaRue, and that'll be a base hit, and that's going to score a run. Brandon LaRue had no play on that play whatsoever, so it's going to go into scoring as a single for Brown and an RBI. And the Jackfish increase the lead to 4-0.
Second baseman, number 6, Tyler Dupuy.
Tyler Dupuy now the batter. He tripled his first time up. And the Jackfish have done something most teams in the Intercounty have not been able to do, is that square off Claudio Custodio almost at will here. First pitch to Dupuy misses for a ball. Dupuy batting .322 on the season. It's a slow roller hit to LaRue. He'll flip to Kush for the force out, and the inning's over. The Jackfish do get another run and increase the lead to 4-0 as we head to the break. Bottom of the fourth inning here at Hastings Stadium. I'm Neil Sriwastava. Thank you for joining us, friends, this evening.
Number 35, Malik Collymore.
So we set the board back up. Malik Collymore to lead things off. The Jackfish up 4-0. They got 4 runs on 5 hits. No errors. The Royals, no runs, 1 hit. No errors so far. As Collymore gets a strike called at the knees here. Hope that's a little better, Alan Ross. Thanks for the heads up. The mic's a little low. As Collymore hits this one to center field fairly deep. The center fielder is still going back. the track, the wall. He looks up, and there she goes. Bye-bye baseball. Malik Collymore with a solo blast to put the Royals on the scoreboard. Collymore extends his hitting streak to 11 games. Malik Collymore hit it to the deepest park in most parks. And the Royals are on the scoreboard. The shutout is broken. We'll bring up Josh Garton now.
Number 15, Josh Garton.
Josh Garton now the batter. Garton back in the lineup.
Let's make some noise.
Garton came into action batting .320 on the year. 4 home runs. That's a strike called here. Oops, I don't know what I hit there. Count is 0-1. Garton in a little bit of disbelief on that call. Much like a lot of the Royals, just not liking the calls from the plate umpire. Not sure how he expected Garton to hit that one underneath his knees, but that's okay. Umpire being tough on the Royals this evening. Bobby Poppel, the plate umpire tonight, as Garton wears this one. Almost. Must have hit the ground first. Hummel's pitch gets away from him here. Royals with the 2 hits now, the Collymore and Brandel LaRue. Garton fouls that one away to stay alive. That one goes off the screen here and bounces the camera around. We'll go to the wide shot just to give the camera a second to readjust itself. The light. Garton hits this one past the second baseman, and he's aboard. And the Royals have got something brewing here with nobody away.
The first baseman, number 24.
Justin Interessano will be the batter here.
First baseman, number 24, Justin Interessano.
As Garton will lead off first base here. Interessano and Garton both back in the lineup for the first time in quite some time here for the Royals. Hope the audio is a little better now, Alan Ross. Sorry, I turned it down a little bit because the microphone was picking up the fan. It's a ball to Interessano to start to get bad. Interessano hits this one high and foul. Catcher has no chance for this one now. The count's even at 1-1. Royals fans trying to will Interessano and his teammates to get some more runs here. Interessano swings and misses on that pitch, and it's now count 1 ball and 2 strikes here. Camera's getting bumped around a little bit. We'll have to adjust it in the half inning. That one misses in there for a ball, and it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Interessano. Interessano went down on strikes in the second inning. Kyle Cush is on deck. He grounded out to the second baseman in his bat in the second inning. And Terracino lines this one down the line for a fair ball into the corner. The runner is going to roll out of play. It's going to be a ground rule double for Justin and Terracino. Runners at second and third as the Royals has definitely awoken the bats here in the fourth inning.
Second baseman, number 5, Kyle Kush.
A great job by the kids down in left field not to touch that ball. They all got up out of their seats and went out of the way. Most kids would have grabbed the souvenir and caused it to stop there, but we got runners at second and third, and a visit from Brian Ezra here on the hill. As Kyle Kush now the batter. Thanks, Gar. Hope you're enjoying the cold ones and the Debs dogs from home. We miss you here at the park, sir. As Kush will bat again here, we'll get his warm-up, his walk-up song one more time. Well, thanks, guys and gals. We appreciate you guys tuning in wherever you guys are watching. We've had people from as far as Australia watching in the past. Sometimes we get some Australians, some New Zealands. We got Indonesia as well, and we got some Brazils as well, which is always nice. That pitch misses the Kush for ball one. Well, we're flying solo here tonight, so we're trying to fix things on the fly as much as possible. Got Mark Graham on the PA, as we always do on a Saturday night. As Kush fouls this one off. Counts 1-1. One to Kush is on its way. Called outside for a strike. That looked like, again, it was in the other batter's box, but from our vantage points, we're in the umpire's defense. We're about 90 feet behind him and about 45 feet above him. Still can't see him on top of him, though, as he sets up again inside of the plate. Here as Kush fouls this one away to stay alive at 1-2. Royals came into action tonight, 19-9 on the year. Of course, I predicted at the beginning of the year they'd win 27 games in the regular season. As Kush goes swinging and missing, and Hummel gets the strikeout, and there's one away. Now, I figured based on the schedule and everything else, of course, that would, if they hit 27, that would be the season high record for the Guelph Royals in franchise history anyways. Of course, that was set in 1995. We needed a second game, a one-game playoff in 95. And, of course, they tied that record again in 2005. They went 26 and I can't remember what it was, how many games it was back there. I think it was 5 or 6 or 26-9, something like that. That year, I think it was a 36-game season. They lost in the second round to the Barrie Baycats. Of course, the Baycats won their first pennant that year. The Royals won in 2003 and 2004, and that was the last time the Royals have made the Intercounty final as well. Keys fouls that one off. I believe it's counted as 1-1, but I could be wrong. No, it takes an army to put the the product on the field and the fans in the stands here, and we're always grateful for all the volunteers and everybody's hours they put through here. If you're interested in becoming a volunteer, make sure you reach out to Louis Embro if you're at the ballpark one night. That pitch misses for a ball, and it's now 2 balls and a strike. We'd love to have you guys out. Keys fouls this one away, and the count's now 2-2. The sun has cooled things off a little bit anyways. It's still, according to my computer here, still 25 degrees out here. Sorry, 29 Celsius. It has not gone down yet. Unless my computer melted, I don't know. It was definitely hot when we got to the ballpark. It's away from Keys, and a run's going to come to the score here as Garton races home on the pass ball. And the Royals have cut the lead in half at 4-2. Terrasano moved all the way to third. If Keys can do something here with the ball. Infield's in. They're going to try to cut this run down. Three-two pitch to Keys is on its way from Hummel. Keys hits this one to left field. Should be deep enough, and Terrasano's going to try to chuck home and turned around in a hurry as that ball was on the line and on the money. Terrasano not wanting to risk the quad injury anymore here. And Keys goes down F7 for the second of the inning.
The shortstop, number 12, Brando LaRue.
Brando LaRue, who's 1 for 1 in the contest, will be the batter now. He singled and got stuck at second base in the third inning. Had the first hit of the ball game for the Royals. Thanks for the email, Gar. We really do appreciate those. Comments? They'll definitely get it. We'll print it off and stick it on our wall at work. As LaRue takes the first pitch for a ball. Hits this one up the middle, and that's going to score in Terrasano. And it's a 1-run ball game. Royals get to Wyatt Humble here in the third. It's now 4-3. As Brando LaRue brings home Justin and Terrasano. And then I bring up Brian Essery with the hook here, and Wyatt Hummel's day is done. We'll be back after the break with a new pitching change after the break. Welcome back to Hastings Stadium as Chris Lazar, the former Hamilton Cardinal, now into the lineup and onto the hill for the Jackfish. Sorry, forgot who we were playing here. As Lazar is on the hill. Lazar seems to have the Royals' number in the past here. But J.D. Williams will be the first batter he faces here with 2 away. It's now a 1-1 ball game. As LaRue will lead off from first base as he singles home Justin and Terrasano. Malik Collymore led off the 4th inning with a solo blast to extend his hitting streak to 11 games. Followed by Josh Garton's single and a ground rule double by Justin and Terrasano. Kyle Cush struck out. Brendan Keys flew out to left, and Brandon LaRue drove home in Terrasano with a single to chase Wyatt Hummel from the ball game. Lazar is ready here, and so are we as J.D. Williams will come to the plate here.
The center fielder, number 9, J.D. Williams.
Williams is 0 for 2. Had the average up to 344 on the year. He's been swinging the hot sticks of late. As Dalton Pompey is unfortunately was not able to go tonight. He is in the ballpark, but just unfortunately was a game time decision. The ball misses again from Lazar. And it's 2 balls and no strikes here. You see the Welland fans way down the line chirping at the umpire now. The tables have turned in a hurry. Okay, 3-0 to Williams here. As he finally gets a strike here. And Williams can't believe that one either. At least he didn't let go of the bat this time. That one is ball 4, and Lazar walks the first batter he sees here in the 4th inning, and Ethan Hammond will be the batter now. He walked last time. Runners at first and second for the Royals here.
Ethan Hammond.
Hammond and another guy swinging the hot sticks up to average 369.
Fans, make some noise.
Hammond 0 for 1. He flew out to left field and walked in the 3rd. And will now face Lazar for the first time tonight. Umpire gives the outside play call on the plate again here to Lazar. Much to the disbelief of the Royals faithful once again. Everybody in the ballpark now in disbelief as Hammond takes the strike on that pitch. But thankfully they're keeping it clean anyways. Might not like the call, but please keep it clean, folks. That one misses way outside. Hammond's not sure what to swing at now. But at 1 and 2, you got to protect the plate here anyways, so you're going to be swinging anyways. Lazar doesn't look like he's quite loose out here. Hammond hits a bullet down the first base line. It's going to roll all the way down the line. 1 run is coming out. The LaRue's getting the wave. Williams runs through the stop sign. They're going to throw to second. The slide. He's in there safely. The Royals take the lead. It's 5-4. Ethan Hammond with another clutch hit. And the Royals lead this one 5-4. J.D. Williams ran through the stop sign. And Sean Raleigh now will be the batter. Royals.
Designated hitter, number 33, Sean Riley.
Riley will bat with Hammond at second base and a chance to put the Royals up even further here. As Riley's owned Lazar in the past here, so we'll have to see what happens here. That's a strike called at the knees, and Riley behind the count at 0-1. The crowd definitely got energized on that hit as the Royals take their first lead of the ball game. And we're hearing the Let's Joe Jackfish chant down the line as Riley pops this one up in the infield. Catcher doesn't see it. First baseman does. He makes the try. The valiant attempt to make the catch. Still hasn't seen it. And the first baseman went flat out there to try to make the catch. Riley's got another life here, and the count is 0-2. Royals sending 9 batters to the plate this inning, 5 runs on 5 hits so far. J.D. Williams is definitely hard to stop when he gets going there. Dino Romero will have to keep that in mind next time, but Williams read that play perfectly as he saw the throw was going to second base and made the dart without question. Without second slot home. Riley pops this one up in the infield again. Second baseman calls for it and makes the catch, and the inning's over. The Royals get 5 runs here in the 4th inning. They now lead this one 5-4 as we head to the top of the 5th inning after the break.
5 runs on 5 hits.
Top of the 5th inning here at Hastings Stadium. The Royals came all the way back down from 4-0 to now lead this one 5-4. As we head to the top of the 5th inning, I'm Neil Srivastava. Scotty Frazier is indisposed this evening, so you're stuck with me, sorry. Royals put 5 runs across in their home half of the 4th inning. And Claudio, first pitch from Custodio to Jim Franco Morello, misses for a ball. Strike call, the count's even 1-1 here. Morello hits that one foul. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jeff Games, thanks for the host over on Twitch. We appreciate it. Of course, welcome to Welland Jackfish fans who are watching from home as well. Hope to be visiting your park this Thursday. Meant to go there a couple of weeks ago, but you guys sold the place out. There wasn't a place to sit, so we stayed at home and watched it anyways. That one's fouled away again. Have to adjust the camera's irises a little bit between innings here, or do it on the fly. I think we'll go to the wide shot and try to fix that now. As we get to that certain point of the night where the cameras have to get adjusted here. That one misses for a ball, and that's now 2 balls and 2 strikes here. Royals got Custodio 5 runs last inning as he swings and misses, and Morello goes down on strikes for the second time this evening. Now there's the 1 out.
Number 1, Justin Gideon.
Going to bring him Justin Gideon now. He's 1 for 2. He singled and scored a run in the first inning and then struck out swinging in the third. Gideon hits this one right at Interessano. He'll step on first himself, and there's 2 away.
Left fielder, number 13, Brandon Nicholson.
Going to bring up Brandon Nicholson, who homered with the 3-run blast in the first inning to put the Jackfish in flight. He grounded to the shortstop in the third inning. He's 1 for 2, 3 RBIs on the night. Shows bunt and takes strike 1. Hopefully that's a little better on the eyes for everybody, a little less blurry. So he fouls that one off. And the count is 0-2. This one's hit down the left field line. Collymore can't see it. That's going to bounce into the beer garden anyways. Hopefully not into somebody's beer. Camera is almost fixed. Let's just zoom it over this way a little bit. There we go. All fixed. All better. We got our plate camera back. Which hope that's a little better. I know you're saying it's blurry. I can understand why. It's just the fact the lights keep picking up the camera and just unfortunately where it is in the ballpark, we can't do much with it. So that one misses for a ball. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes here. But glad to have everybody watching wherever you're ever watching. Have people watching from the Netherlands as well the other night. As Custodio gets another strikeout, and the Jackfish go 3 up, 3 down. Back with the Royals half of the 5th inning after the break.
Leading off for
Welcome back to Hastings Stadium, the bottom of the 5th inning.
Malik Collymore.
Malik Collymore, who homered last inning, will lead things off for the Royals, as the Royals scored for five times in their half of the 4th inning. They took a lead here. Got the scoreboard all fixed up now. Chris Lazar works in here. First pitch is in there for a strike to Collymore. Lazar released by the Cardinals after manager Dean Castelli was fired by the club. Signed with a Jackfish almost immediately. The count is 1-1 here. Of course, the Intercounty, there's no trades allowed in the league. Well, there's no trades. Players can be released by their teams and signed by their teams. Of course, the signing deadline is Monday night at midnight, so interested to see what's going to happen in the various places. Royals still looking for a pitcher of the starting variety for sure, and maybe a catcher if somebody comes available. As Collymore fouls this one off, the count is 2-2. Collymore riding an 11-game hit streak, and he went 5 for 6 last night. It's just been great to watch this guy perform this year. You have to wonder if COVID didn't happen, if we would have had a guy like Collymore this year. Of course, he was in the St. Louis Cardinals organization, and unfortunately, he was one of the unfortunate cutbacks when Major League Baseball contracted a lot of minor league teams. But we're glad to have him here. Well, actually, we're elated to have him in the Royal City, and he just seems like a really cool dude. Something with a lot of youngsters in this ballpark are going to learn a lot from over the years. So he hits this one into the center field, or popped up in the infield anyway, sorry. A three-people collision here. Somebody's got the baseball, though. Hopefully everybody is okay. Doesn't look like anybody's worse for wear. And Collymore's retired for out number 1. I'm assuming the first baseman made the catch there. I'm not sure who caught it. That's where it's going down on the score sheet is. If somebody wants to yell at me later, they can do that.
Josh Garton.
And Josh Garton with the batter with 1 away. Three bodies collided. I'm not sure who had the baseball. We put it in the scorebook as the first baseman, so we'll see. Garton, who singled. So not clearing out. Garton is looking up here, waiting for any time now. Well, we're waiting. The coach. Garton likes to walk into the box slowly. Garton swings and misses. We'll talk to Gartz afterwards. We'll apologize. We'll send chocolate or candy or something. That one misses outside. Count is 1-1. Great night to be at the ballpark. Yeah, it's down. The temperatures dropped 3 degrees. A whole 3 degrees is still 26 degrees Celsius here. As Garton hits this one off the end of the bat. Bobbled by the third baseman, recovers, but we won't get Garton in time. And Garton will be aboard. A tough hop here on the third baseman. He went to glove it, and it took a weird skip. And Garton is going to be the beneficiary here of a base hit.
First baseman, number 24, Justin Interessano.
He hit the cutout on the third base side, and it just skipped up off the glove. As Justin Interessano's now the batter. Garton's having words with first base coach Paul Annie. Probably going over the signs. It's been a while. There's a strike called to Interessano here. Counts 1-1. Terrasano hits this one foul. And it runs out of play into the beer garden. Into somebody's drink again. I believe the count is 0-2 here. Terrasano hit a ground rule double his last time up, struck out in the first. Came home to score the tying run for the Royals. Hits this one up the middle. It's going to be a tough play for the second baseman. Flips the second for one and on to first in time for the double play. As Terrasano wisely slowed it down there. And the Royals go 3 up, 3 down here in the fifth. We'll be back with the top of the sixth inning after the break. Of course, it's our favorite part of the game when the kids run the bases. It looks like this little one doesn't want to come off at all. It's like, Dad, I want to play. We'll be back after that as after Claudio Custodio comes back after his warm-ups. Welcome back to Hastings Stadium. Top of the sixth inning, the Guelph Royals leading the Welland Jackfish 5-4. Bernadette McNeil, thank you for watching and cheering for your Jackfish.
Catcher number 16, Sam Cocker.
We welcome all the baseball fans from all the teams in the IBL and, of course, anywhere else in the world. As Sam Cocker will face Claudio Custodio here. Cocker's 0 for 2 as he swings and misses at the first pitch from Custodio. Cocker 0 for 2 tonight. Struck out swinging and flew out to left field in the third. As Custodio and Keys getting on the same page here. Always love to see the kids run the bases. That one misses outside and it now counts 1-1. It's the Hastings faithful all over the plate umpire once again here, disputing that we're not getting the same calls as the Welland Jackfish are. Again, thanks everybody for watching, and thanks for supporting the 50-50 online as well. And Alan, we are still working on that problem. I'm having the same problem with my card. My mom had the same problem with her card, so the call is out on it as well, but if they're able to sit tight, we'll try our best. This one's hit to center field. Williams doesn't quite see it, but now he does. Gonna make the catch, and Cocker's retired for out number 1. F8 goes to put out, and there's one away here in the 6th.
Shortstop, number 23, James Smybert.
James Smybert now the batter. He's 0 for 2. He struck out both times he's faced Custodio this evening. This has definitely got the feels of an early playoff game. But hopefully if you're Jackfish and Royals fans, hopefully later on down the season, in the postseason, it'll mean for all the marbles. Smybert takes the ball here. This one's in there for a strike to even the count at 1-1 as Custodio battles back hard. Now the Jackfish have got some pro wrestling promotion going on Thursday night. Thought about doing some sort of response to that video the Royals got tagged into, but I think my wiser older self decided not to pull a Ric Flair or something and go limousine riding, kiss stealing, wooing all over the place. Count is 1-2 as that one's fouled off again. But as the Jackfish definitely do a great job of promoting things and cross-promotions events as well. Ryan Harrison and his team in the Jackfish organization definitely turning a lot of heads with what they pull out there. That one bounces in the dirt and hits the camera once again. The camera's getting lots of dents tonight. At least the screen is anyways. And the count is 2-2.
2-2. You got it.
Smybert swings and misses that one. Keys have to hurry. You got to step and throw. Down to first in time, and Smybert's retired for the 3rd time tonight on a strikeout. Has 10 Ks for Claudio Custodio on the night, upping his season total to 142.
The third baseman, number 8, Mattingly Romanen.
Mattingly Romanen now the batter as there's 2 away. Romanen singled and scored a run in the 4th inning. He struck out swinging in the 1st. Mattingly's just a really good guy. I remember when he was with the Royals, and back then I think I was the general manager at the time. We convinced him to come play for us before he went and got signed by the Blue Jays later that summer. It was nice to see the love on his mom's face for the first time. He got to play in his hometown in quite some time. This one's off LaRue, and that's going to be an E6. So he couldn't field it cleanly. Romanen's aboard with 2 away. Going to bring up the designated hitter, Zarly Cena now.
Designated hitter number 2, Zarly Cena.
Cena's popped up to the catcher and grounded out to Interesano in the 4th. He's 0 for 2. First pitch is in there for a strike from Custodio. You can see hear the faint crowd from the Jackfish diehards that made the trek down to Hastings Stadium. This one's in there, LaRue's glove. Not in time, and then that's going to be another tough play for LaRue. So he misplayed that one again. Got stuck in the webbing of the glove. We'll have to see what they do on this one. Boots come in pairs, and LaRue unfortunately having a rough inning here.
First baseman number 24, Hogan Brown.
As Hogan Brown will be the batter now. Hogan Brown is 1 for 2. He struck out swinging in the second inning. Singled and drove home Madeline Romanin in the fourth. As we're now in the sixth inning here. Royals leading this one 5-4. Got a pinch runner at first base. Mateo Porcelato is
first base, number 10, Mateo Porcelato.
It's going to pinch run for Zarly Sina at first. And will likely take over for him in the DH spot. As Hogan Brown swings at that first pitch. Strike called there on the outside part of the plate. And Custodio is now a pitch away from getting out of this inning. Ball misses low. And it's 1-2. A lot of the Hastings faithful trying to will that one into the strike zone. Well, it's 2-1, I guess.
It's 2 balls, 1 strike.
Thought the first pitch was a strike call because he just jumped out of the way. Now it's 2-2. Our mistake. Brown, the lone Jackfish not batting above 300 in the lineup tonight. Looks like we had something going on in the outfield. Somebody's over the fence and they got to move over. They threw a ball over. Oh, the ball came out of the bullpen. Not sure how it bounced off the fence back there, but it did. Got to figure out how to get rid of those light trails out in that wide camera shot, but I'm not sure. It's a cool effect and all, but it takes away from the ball game. There's a slow roller. Hit to Cush at second base. He'll flip to Terracino, and the inning's over. Royals get away with it on a pair of errors. The Jackfish strand 2.
For Welland, no runs, no hits. 2 runners left on base, 2 errors. We go to the home half of the 6th. Well, 5, Welland 4.
Bottom of the 6th inning is here at Hastings Stadium. Neil Shrivastava,
Leading off for Guelph.
welcome you back to Hastings Stadium.
5, Kyle Cush.
Trying to let Mark Graham finish the announcement here as you hear Kyle Cush coming to the plate. Lead things off in the bottom of the 6th. Royals leading this one 5-4. Jackfish had an early 4-0 lead before the Royals stomped back with 5 in the 4th inning. And Cush takes the ball here to start the pitch. Start the half inning here against Chris Lazar. Another great crowd here at Hastings Stadium as the temperatures drop to 26 degrees Celsius anyways. So not quite as melty. That one's called a strike, and the count's even at 1-1. Cush gets a hold of one to center field. The center fielder will camp underneath this one and makes the grab. And there's one away. Looks like the kazoos are out in full effect here.
The catcher, number 23, Brendan Keys.
Brendan Keys will bat here. He struck out and flew out to left here. He's 0 for 2. Royals sending 7, 8, 9 in the lineup up. As Keys takes the first pitch for a strike from Lazar. Ball misses low. It's 1-1. I'm not even sure Keys was sure that wasn't a strike. Umpires got everybody confused in the ballpark tonight. Keys pops this one out of play here. 50-50 draw has been announced anyways for the one in the ballpark. Keys still alive here at 1-2. In Brantford, Pedro de los Santos pitched out of a jam. Thanks to Alan Ross for the update. London 3, Brantford 4, or Brantford 1 after 4 innings. So that one's in there for a ball. Count is 2-2 to Keys. And now 3-2. Ran in the forecast tomorrow, but hopefully it will pass, and hopefully the Royals can play at Christie Pitts tomorrow afternoon. As Keys lines this one to the second baseman. It's going to go off underneath the glove out there. We're going to give him a base hit on that one. And the Royals have got a runner aboard here with one away for Brando LaRue.
The shortstop, number 12, Brando LaRue.
Would have been a tough play for the second baseman even if he did make it. So the official score erring on the side of caution here and awarding Keys the base hit. If he makes the play, it's a hell of a play. If he doesn't make it, well, you can't take the hit away from Keys on that one. At least that's how I would justify it. And that's, oh, wait a minute, that's how I did justify it. LaRue takes the ball here. That one misses outside. Brandon LaRue has played a lot of baseball today in two different, I wouldn't say time zones, but definitely parts of the province. He raced all the way back up from Windsor to help the Royals tonight. He had a grand slam in the tournament for the Silver Creeks in their opening game. He's definitely swinging the hot stick lately. The count is now a ball and two balls and a strike to him. Of course, the Barry Baycats beat up on the Kitchener Panthers 15-1. Barry's trying to stay pace with the Royals and everybody else, so that one misses for a ball number 3. Lazar asked for another baseball, and he is granted one. And we'll go back to work here. LaRue hits this one off the helmet of the catcher to stay alive at 3-2. They might be small in numbers, but the Jackfish fans that made the trek from Welland are definitely vocal. As LaRue hits this down the left field line, and that's going to drop fair. It's going to bounce off the fence. Keys almost overruns the base down the line. Runners at second and third with one away for the top of the order and J.D. Williams. As Brandon LaRue having a 3-for-3 night tonight. J.D. Williams, who's 0-for-2, he walked in the fourth inning and scored a run.
J.D. Williams.
Scored the go-ahead run, actually. On a double by Ethan Hammond in the fourth. Again, thanks everybody for tuning in wherever you're watching. Twitch, YouTube, heck, even on Twitter. The ball gets away from the catcher, but it's not far enough to do any damage here. And Williams has got a 1 ball, no strikes count to work with. Infield in to knock this one down. So Williams has got a big opening on the right side of the infield here. Takes the strike on the outside part of the plate to even the count at 1-1. Fouls that off. And Bennett, we know they're trying to. Activity continues in the Royals bullpen. It's so dark out there, we can't tell who that is. My guess is it's probably either it's probably Andrew Case at this situation in the late stage in the game. Although Custodio would probably love to go at least for the 7th inning. Case for the 8th and 9th. Two pitches hit up the middle. Past the diving shortstop. That's going to score a run. LaRue getting the wave is home as well. The throw to the plate is not in time. LaRue scores. Royals make it 7-4. J.D. Williams with the 1-out single, 2 RBIs. And Ethan Hammond will be the batter now. As the infield was brought in there and it just got past the diving shortstop. And Ethan Hammond will now come to the plate for the Royals. Williams off first pitch, and he steals that one with ease, and it goes in the outfield. But it's cut off by the second baseman, and Hammond's got ball 1 to work with. Give Williams the stolen base, and you almost could project that one coming. Whenever Williams gets the board, he's usually a base-stealing threat. He likes to run like crazy. Of course, the Jackfish in first on the stolen bases came into the contest on 144. The Royals in second with like 55. Now 56. As this one's hit foul away. And the count is 1-1. Royals scored 4 in the 5th inning and 2 so far in this inning in the 6th. Now make it a 7-4 ball game. Williams got an even bigger lead at second base here. As Hammond takes that strike. It's now a ball and 2 strikes here on the count. Ethan Hammond attributes most of his success this year to the fact he's already had like 300 plate appearances in college when he came back here to the Royal City. And he's just been on fire the whole year, consistently the most consistent hitter on the Royals. That ball misses outside for a ball. It's 2-2. Williams will have a bigger lead here at second base as the shortstop is definitely playing more to that side in case Hammond pushes another one through here. The second baseman playing way on the edge of the outfield as well. Ball misses outside. It's now a full count. Hammond hits this one into the gap. It's going to drop in, and Williams will score. It's going to race home around the bases. The throw from the second baseman is not in time as Williams scores. Raleigh was not on deck here. Should have came out to the plate anyways. As Hammond singles home another run, and it's now 8-4. Raleigh will bat now with a runner at first base as Hammond stopped at first with a single. Looks like the pitching coach is going down, and so is the. Why is there two coming out here? They're bringing both coaches out here. First time I've ever seen this happen. Looks like he's getting a little bit of a rub down here, too. Lazar will leave the ball game. We'll have a new pitcher when we come back after the break. Welcome back to Hastings Stadium. I'm Neil Sriwastawa as Brett Lawson, the former Guelph Royal, former Edmonton Cracker Cat, London Werewolf, Barrie Baycat, Toronto Maple Leaf. Let's see, did I forget anything else? Oh yeah, Minnesota Twin as well. He was farmhand for the Minnesota Twins. Riley will step to the plate. He's 0 for 2. He walked in the first inning, struck out swinging in the third, and popped up onto the second baseman to end the fourth.
Designated hitter number 33, Sean Riley.
Lawson versus Riley for I don't know how many times this has been over their careers. A couple of old friends go on battle one more time. Riley fouls the first offering away from Lawson. And the count is 0-1. Just one away here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Like I mentioned before, the Royals have scored 3 times on 4 hits in this inning. Second baseman trying to get loose here. He's down on a knee for a few minutes. That one misses outside, counts even at 1-1. As the sun has set, the temperature's dropped only just 3 degrees here. Rain is in the forecast overnight and into tomorrow, but we'll see. Royals scheduled to play the Toronto Maple Leafs at Christie Pitts. So Riley busts the bat, and that gets through there for a base hit. Throws the handle up in the air. The rest of the bat goes behind the backstop here. That'll be another piece of firewood, and he's going to be calling Sandbats for another express order at this rate. Riley's aboard with a single.
Third baseman number 35, Malik Collymore.
And Malik Collymore will bat here with 2 on and 1 away. First pitch to Collymore misses for a ball outside. Cocker did a good job of keeping that one in his glove. Well, that could have been definitely more disastrous here. Collymore hits this one just foul down the left field line to even the count at 1-1. Definitely got a hold of that one. One pitch from Lawson on its way. In the dirt, Cocker does another good job of stopping it. It's now 2 balls and a strike to Malik Collymore. As we mentioned, Collymore batting in an 11-game hitting streak. Hit a home run to put an exclamation point on the streak continuing tonight. Just been absolutely on fire of late for the Royals. This one misses inside. It's now 3-1. Thank you again for tuning in wherever you are watching tonight. It's great to see baseball is still such an international sport and draws them in from all corners of the world. As Collymore hits it to third base, he's going to step on third. Long throw is not going to be in time. Whoa! Not sure we all agree with that call here, as I thought Collymore beat that one out. And the inning ends. The Royals do get 3 runs on 5 hits that inning. And they make it an 8-4 ball game as we head to the top of the 7th inning here at Hastings Stadium after the break.
second baseman, number 6, Tyler Dupuis.
Welcome back. We're top of the 7th inning here at Hastings Stadium. Neil Sriwastawa in along with you for the ride. Royals leading this one 8-4 after the Jackfish built up a 4-0 lead. For the Royals have scored 8 unanswered runs to this point to make an 8-4 ball game. Claudio Custodio will field the bunt here and throw that out to first, and there's one away as Tyler Dupuis, the speedster, was just trying to get on base any way he can here to rally his troops. Instead it goes down 1-3 on the bunt attempt. Now we're back to the top of the order for Gio Morello now.
Morello.
With one away. I won't repeat what the fan in front of me just said, but that's okay. We try to keep this one PG. The opinions expressed by the Royals fans may not reflect those of the broadcaster or the ball club. You're forgiven. Ball misses high again, and it's 2-0. Claudio Custodio into his six complete innings of work here. 6 1/3, actually. 97 pitches, and that's 98, and misses again for a ball. Got to wonder how much Claudio has got left in the tank here. He's got a 3-0 count to Morello. Morello 0 for 2. Struck out twice, got hit by a pitch, and scored a run in the first. So he doesn't even let the umpire make the call. He takes the stroll down to first. And the Jackfish have got a runner going here in the 7th inning.
Right fielder, number 1, Justin Gideon.
Custodio's first walk of the contest to go with the hit batter. Both by Morello. Justin Gideon now the batter. He's 1 for 2. As Interesano drops the fielded ball in the throw over. Switch back to the wide shot so you can see the whole field of play here. Runner goes, Keys down there, and he got Morello by a mile. And it's a strike at the plate as well. Caught stealing 2-4. Can't fault the Jackfish trying to get something going here. Count is 0-1 to Gideon. Count now 0-2. Hits the, he hit the base coach. That one's going to hurt tomorrow. He's definitely going to have a Rawlings tattoo in some place we can't mention. We're going to say midsection. Yeah, I definitely got him where it didn't want to go. Nothing, a little bit of Advil and a big bag of ice, maybe a frozen peas we can't fix. Yep. But he's toughing it out, so, you know, even the base coach has got to shake one off. He's still doubled over down there, though. As he fouls that, Gideon fouls that one up to stay alive. We got quite the police presence going down behind us here. Now we got fire trucks being called as well, so something in the vicinity must be going on. Might want to call time here and step out and let Claudio just collect himself here as the first responders do their job in the vicinity. I don't think there's anything in the ballpark going on. I think it's behind us here down the street. Swung on a miss. Gideon goes down on strikes for the second time, and Custodio gets out of the inning. The Royals will bat here after the 7th inning stretch at Hastings Stadium. Bottom of the seventh inning we go here at Hastings Stadium. Josh Garton to lead things off. Royals up 8-4 here as Lawson works into his second inning of relief. Gave up a single to Riley and then a ground ball double play to Malik Cullingmore. We clear the count out of there. We'll start Garton with a new one. Sounds like the bus is getting warmed up for Welland here. Really got to tell this bus driver, you don't want to warm it up till like the ninth inning. Just sends a wrong message to the Jackfish on the field. That one foul out of play, and the count's 1-1. Nope. Checking the out-of-town scoreboard. Thanks again to Alan Ross for updating us. The London Majors has finally broken open in Brantford. It's now the Majors 7, Red Sox 1 in the sixth inning. Hopefully had a good turnout tonight. It was packed the park night in Brantford. This one's fielded by the first baseman, flipped to first in time. And Lawson and Garton run into each other almost. Not sure if they spiked each other or what, but they're shaking it off, you know, former teammates as well. Garton's retired 3-1 for the first out of the inning.
First baseman, number 24, Justin Interessano.
Justin Interessano now the batter. He's 1 for 3 in his return. Struck out in the second inning, hit a ground rule double in the fourth and scored a run. And then grounded into a double play to end the fifth. Not wanting to test the quad too much here. So he takes the ball from Lawson. Another guy with lots of history with Lawson. I'm sure he caught him for at least 3 or 4 years here when Lawson was here. So Interessano swings and fouls that one off, I think. Anyways, and that's 1-1 on the count. The Brantford Red Sox are going through much what the Guelph Royals went through a few years back. Struggling to get wins and just struggling to stay competitive in some ball games when the bullpen has been depleted 2 nights prior. Of course, last week they had played 6 games in 7 days as well when they came here to play the Royals. That one's called a strike, and it's 1-2. Peel down to first. Interessano did not go around, and it's 2-2. Yes, there was a tournament in Brantford, Alan. Yes, we could hear them last night on the telecast. This one's popped in the outfield. Catch made by the shortstop in foul territory. And Interessano is retired for the second out of the inning. Kyle Cush now the batter with 2 away. Cush 0 for 3 in the contest.
Second baseman, number 5, Kyle Cush.
Cush the lone Royal without a hit tonight. As everybody last night had a hit, and everybody had an RBI last night in the win over the Brantford Red Sox. You can hear that cheer loud all the way down Exhibition Park. As the kids are trying to get the fans behind the Royals here. Cush tries to check his swing and does, and it goes down there for a ball 2. Bullpen activity continues down in the Royals bullpen. There's a strike called, and it's 2-1. Oh, to be that young and be able to swing like that. Kyle Cush, the batter, swings at strike 2, and it's now a 2-2 count. This kid's definitely gotten to the freezies tonight. Cush checks the swing. Umpire down the third base line says he did not go around, and it's now a full count to Cush with 2 away. It most certainly is, Gar. It most certainly is. Always nice to have the out-of-town scoreboard updated. Especially at this time of year when you're jockeying for positions here. As Cush will take the walk. And now every Royals at least reached base once tonight. Brandon Keys will be the batter.
Catcher number 23, Brendan Keys.
Keys pops the first pitch. He sees up. Second baseman calling for it. Now he's going to run around it and makes the catch, and the inning is over. Royals will strand Kyle Cush at first base. To the top of the 8th inning, Royals up by 4 at 8-4.
Sam Cocker.
Sam Cocker to lead off the top of the 8th inning here at Hastings Stadium. The Jackfish trailing the Guelph Royals 8-4. It was all Jackfish in the early going. They built up a 4-0 lead before the Royals struck back with a vengeance. 5 in the 4th inning, 3 in the 6th to make it 8-4. Custodio's first 2 pitches this inning missed for balls. Custodio at 103 pitches, and man, so somebody got that on a repeat. Where's the mute button? They definitely got lots of energy tonight. Who's been feeding them freezies? That one 4-pitch walk here, and Nicholson will start the inning off with a walk for Sam Cocker now.
Catcher number 16, Sam Cocker.
Cocker's 0 for 3 in the contest. Going to drop his .386 average down a few points anyways. First pitch to Cocker's in there for the strike. Counts even at 1-1. Another great performance by Claudio Custodio. His defense and the offense picked him up tonight. Whoops. Wrong buttons here. 2-1 is the count. With a strike called, it's even count at 2-2. We got battling kids going on here. I'm thinking some of the Jackfish fans must have dug into the coin purses and filled up the kids with more freezies. We hear chants from both sides. It's in stereo. Great to hear, though. That one's fouled away. The count is still 2-2. I think they both ran out of gas here. More freezies. A swing and a miss, and Cocker goes down on strikes for the second time tonight. James Simbert will be the batter now. Manny Romanin will take on deck.
Shortstop number 23, James Smybert.
Smybert 0 for 3. He's got 3 strikeouts in the contest. Custodio's had his number tonight. Swings and misses at that first pitch for strike 1. Runner goes. Keys can't hold on to that one. And that would be a stolen base for Nicholson. Count even at 1-1. You have to think if Custodio gets into much more trouble here, the call will go to the bullpen. This is now a 2-1 count. Of course, the signing deadline for the Intercounty is Monday night at midnight. Interesting to see what else gets moved around here. As Custodio gets the outside pitch for the first time in quite some time here. The count's 2-2. Can't repeat what that fan just said either. LaRue walks Nicholson back to second base as Custodio steps off. Swing and a miss, and Smybert goes down for the 4th time tonight on strikes. I believe that's 13 strikeouts for Custodio, if I'm not mistaken. Math's hard sometimes. And there's 2 away.
Number 8, Mattingly Romanin.
Mattingly Romanin, who reached on air in the 6th inning, singled and scored a run in the 4th, and struck out in the 1st inning, will be the batter now. Romanin's done it all for the Jackfish. Played third base, caught a little bit. I think he's even pitched an inning this year. I'll have to look it up, though. Just a great baseball player and a great all-around gentleman here when he was with the Royals. I think the Jackfish fans bribed those kids with freezies. Well played, though. Well played. Two can play that game. I can go down with a box of freezies now down to Welland and cheer them on that way, too. Yep. That one misses in the dirt. Nicholson will go to third. And it counts now 2 balls and a strike. That'll be a pass ball charge to Brandon Keys to give him Nicholson third base. Claudio Custodio once again proving to be the ace of this staff, and there's definitely louder than whispers conversations about putting Custodio on that MVP ballot. What he's done this year has been nothing short of remarkable. Plus, he's also been batting whenever into the lineup, and he's hitting over 400 so far this year. As Romano hits this one to right field. Garton underneath it, makes the catch. And the inning's over. Garton thought he had to throw it in, but he did anyways. Inning over, Jackfish go empty-handed here in the 8th inning.
No runs, no
Royals coming up after the break, leading this one 8-4.
Leading off for Guelph.
Brandon LaRue to lead things off in the bottom of the 8th inning if the Royals lead this one 8-4 over the first place Welland Jackfish. Debbie Mendez on the hill for the Jackfish now, the 4th pitcher of the night for the Jackfish. So he takes the first pitch inside to LaRue for ball 1. I'm often reminded, oh yeah, we have a lot of candy downstairs in the snack bar. We could probably bribe these kids back. There's a strike called to LaRue, and the count is 1-1. Again, thanks for watching wherever you're watching, folks. If you're watching on YouTube, please be sure to hit the subscribe button as well. Get notifications when we are live. Might have a special guest this week on a special broadcast Tuesday night. We'll have to see. Might be Wednesday. Or we might just put it to tape there and we'll bring it to the game next Saturday. As LaRue goes down on strikes. And there's one away. J.D. Williams will be the batter now. The ball went flying in the outfield on the throw down to third.
The center fielder, number 9, J.D. Williams.
Report in from Windsor. The Silver Creeks are up 7-4 with 3 outs to go over the Newmarket team. As Williams swings through that pitch. For strike number 1. One away here in the Royals' 8th inning. As Mendez paints the corner with that one, and it counts now 0-2. It was a good-looking pitch, and it had a lot of velocity and sounded good from up here even. Gonna have to ask Cocker. His hand hurts after catching Mendez. As Williams goes down on strikes here. Won't repeat what he said. We got kids watching. He was definitely mad at himself, and there's 2 away. And Ethan Hammond will be the batter now.
Number 28, Ethan Hammond.
Hammond 2 for 3, 3 RBIs in a night, a double, single, and a walk. For the Royals, 8 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors. Welland Jackfish, 4 runs, 5 hits. It was all Jackfish in the early goings. They scored 3 runs in the first inning, 1 in the fourth before the Royals bats responded with 5 in the 4th inning, and 3 in the 6th to make it 8-4. Salmon takes strike 2 on the inside part of the plate again. Strike 3, Hammond goes down. We'll head to the top of the 9th inning after the break. Not sure if we got somebody coming in. Most likely will be Andrew Case to come in here.
1, 2, 3.
Looking to close this one out.
We'll
find that out after the break.
Fade
to the 9th.
Welland 4.
Andrew Case coming into the mound for the Royals, looking to close this one out. Royals up by 4 over the Welland Jackfish. Another great performance by Claudio Custodio. Jackfish got to him early, but he settled it right down and still had 13 strikeouts on the night. And pretty much shut down the Jackfish, helping to 4 runs on 5 hits, 1 walk, 1 hit batter. What else you can ask from your ace on a Saturday night here? The Custodial delivered. Now it's up to Case and the Royals to finish this one out. Mateo Porcelato to lead off. First pitch from Case misses for a ball. Ethan Hunt, the pinch hitter, on deck here. I got to find out from the Jackfish if they actually play the Mission Impossible song when he comes into the game. Because with the name of the Ethan Hunt, you just kind of got to go with it. This one's lined to second base. Cush up with it, throws to first on Terrasano, and there's 1 away. 4-3 goes to put out. And the Royals edge closer
Number 25
to finishing this game up. Jackfish came to the contest winning 8 in a row. Royals came into the contest winning 4 in a row. Unfortunately, the way baseball works, somebody's streak has to end. Ethan Hunt, the pinch hitter now. It's going to bounce in front of Garten for a hit. Hit. As Hunt swings on the first offering from Case here. And the Jackfish have got life here in the 9th inning.
Second baseman, number 6, Tyler Dupuy.
Tyler Dupuy now to be the batter. Dupuy tripled and got left there in the 2nd inning. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th. And grounded out 1-3 in the 7th inning. And a strike called on the plate. They said Dupuy went around on the pitch. Counts 0-1. Case came in the action with a 1.23 ERA, 7.1 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts. Ball misses low. And the Royals fans letting the umpire hear it once again. Counts 1-1. Case asking where that pitch is, and the plate umpire not understanding English, I guess. Dupuy steps back in the box here. And Keys will squat back down, throw some new signs down. That one misses outside for a ball. It's 2-1. Most of the crowd is still standing, still in the ballpark here. There's even people watching from across outside the fence line here. As Dupuy fouls this one off to even the count at 2-2. Safe to say the London Majors are probably on their way to a win here over the Brantford Red Sox. Of course, the Barrie Baycats defeated the Kitchener Panthers earlier this evening as well. So we'll have to see how everything goes here. Royals still got 2 outs to work with. Dupuy hits this one foul to stay alive at 2-2. Ball misses outside. It's now full count. Case's pitch just misses outside. Keys did a good job of keeping it in front of him. 3-2 pitch is fouled out down the right field line, and that's going to go off the trees out there. And we'll do it again at 3-2. Runner goes on the pitch. Ball 4 misses. Case didn't like the plate umpire's decision on that one, as Dupuy seemed to sell that one before he even crossed the plate there.
Come on, fans, make some noise. Let's go.
I'll bring the top of the order back up. Gio Morello now,
11, Gio Morello.
with 2 on and 1 away here. Morello 0 for 2 in the contest. Got hit by a pitch, scored a run in the first inning. Walked in the 7th and struck out twice. This Case looking for the signs for Keys. Looking for a ground ball out here. Morello takes the bunt on that one. We're assuming that was a foul ball. No indication by anybody here. So we're going to put it down as a strike until we're told otherwise. Must have been a foul ball because nobody ran on anything. So Hastings hop goes the wrong way here. Runs coming in at waved home. That's 8-5. An unfortunate hop for the Royals here. That lip at third base gets another one. And it's now 8-5.
Right fielder number 1, Justin Gideon.
Andrew Case looks in again for the sign from Keys as Justin Gideon now steps up to the plate. First pitch from Case is in there for a strike to Gideon. And the count is 0-1. Gideon's fouls that one away, and Case is ahead of the count at 0-2 here. Gideon, then Brandon Nichols on deck. Sam Cocker on double deck. Should the inning continue at that point. Your Royals in Case here, you don't want anything else to happen here. That one's fouled off by Gideon again. He stays alive at 0-2. This one's fouled off again, off of Gideon. And the count remains 0-2. Case gets the ball he likes here. A step back on the rubber. And focus at the task at hand, and that is Justin Gideon. Pops this one up. That's going to be a short flare. Caught by Williams in center field. They throw to second base. He's not back in time. That's okay. We got 2 away here. And a great play by J.D. Williams here. Let's call him Justin. As Justin Gideon is retired here on the flare out. And there's 2 away.
Left fielder number 13, Brandon Nicholson.
F8 goes to put out to Gideon, and Brandon Nicholson will be the batter. Nicholson with a home run in the first inning. Grounded out to the shortstop in the third. Struck out swinging in the 5th.
Let's go, fans.
And walked in the 8th. Ball misses low to Nicholson, and everybody's in the ballpark has a collective jeer. Popped up, but it's going to go foul at a play, and that's probably going to hit the Jackfish bus behind us with a big thud, and I think that was a window. Somebody's car or somebody's bus just got one off it. It's rare we hit the buses. Counts 1-1. Ball misses low. It's 2-1. Eight to 5 the score. Jackfish finally getting back on the scoreboard after being held off since the 4th inning here. Popped up again, but it's going to go foul again. Maybe it's going to hit another window. No, it didn't hear that. And it's now a 2-2 count. Royals fans clapping here. They're trying to get Case to get the strikeout. Strike 3 called. Royals win the ball game 8-5. The Royals a huge win to even just for their own confidence here.
The ball game, folks.
Always important to beat the first place team.
Guelph 8, Welland 5.
Royals win streak improves to 5 on the last games. Jackfish unfortunately lose for the first time in 8.
5 runs, 7 hits, no errors.
As the Royals win this one 8-5. For the Jackfish, 5 runs on 7 hits, there was no errors. For the Guelph Royals, 8 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors. We'll see you next Saturday night for the next telecast. Till then, this is Neil Sherwaspa signing out. Have a great night. Bye-bye.
Thanks to the kids on both sides for cheering.